Tony from ProMediaGear here today to talk a little bit about our gimbals. We've got the heavy-duty Katana, the original, the GK. This beast will handle anything. Made out of high-quality aircraft-grade aluminum and built to take anything you can throw at it. You can mount large telescopes, 600, 800 millimeter lenses, whatever you want on this thing, it's a tank. It's going to have a super stable, high quality ball bearing in the tilt mechanism, an adjustable cradle, ARCA compatible lock, as well as a locking panning base that's also on a ball bearing. Now, a few years ago, due to popular demand, we made a smaller, more portable, lightweight, but yet still rough as hell GKJr. This aircraft grade aluminum gimbal is half the weight and just a little bit smaller than the bigger GK. By taking all these weight reduction grooves, lessening the load a little bit, it's still stable enough to hold anything you can really throw at it, such as this 500 f4, 600, a lot of the Sigma 150 to 600, the popular 60 to 600 lenses, something like that, and anything less. It's easily taken in a backpack, more portable, get it in the backcountry, get shooting those eagles that are around, whatever it's got coming at it. It still features an ARCA compatible base, adjustable cradle, a smaller bearing here for the tilt, a smaller bearing than the GK used for the panning base. They're both also indexed. It's kind of hard to see from the camera angle, but it's indexed here with little dashes, so you can go ahead and do some precise panning if necessary. There's also a spirit level or bubble level on both these units. Both made out of aircraft grade aluminum, both made right here in the United States. We've got the GK, the less expensive and a little bit lighter weight GKJr. Both of these can be found at a retailer near you or ProMediaGear.com for a basic breakdown of the specs and pricing. We also have a little bit different here, the GT1 or the Tomahawk. This is actually a partial gimbal that's utilizing an existing ball head or an ARCA compatible panning base to go ahead and take, let me show you what this piece looks like when I take it off so you can see the whole thing. This is ARCA compatible right here. There's also holes on the bottom, so you could just screw it in to a 1/4-20 accessory like a monopod, and then still uses the bearing and this barrel off the bigger GK, and goes ahead and by loosening the panning allows you to put a lens on there onto this ARCA compatible clamp. You put it on a ARCA base. In our case right here we're showing it to you on our ball head, the BH1. I can go ahead and loosen my panning a little bit on the BH1 and then set this up however I want, lock down my practically the whole ball head, and just utilizing the clamp, hold on to the smaller GT1 gimbal. But this thing is still made out of aircraft grade aluminum, less expensive than the GKJr, a little less expensive than the GK, but ultimately gives you a similar feature set utilizing something you might already own, such as a heavy duty ball head or a ARCA compatible panning base. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the Canon lens on each of these and show you a little bit of variations in each setup. And if you have any questions, please reach out through this video, give us a ring, and check out the website ProMediaGear.com for more information today. All right, what I have set up for you right now is the GT1, the Tomahawk, with my massive 500 f4.5, sorry I called it f4 earlier, Canon lens. So what you're able to do is using a heavy-duty ball head or a panning base with an ARCA compatible clamp is mount the smaller yet high quality and high strength GT1 onto the top of it, and then go ahead and mount a bad boy lens like this if you got one. It'll easily hold something smaller as well and is very small and can easily fit into a backpack. So go ahead and take on the vacation, travel, get to the woods, whatever type situation you have. You want to bring I need a gimbal, I'd love to have my ball head, I don't have room in my gear bag for everything, so the GT1 Tomahawk is a nice opportunity to bring something smaller and utilizing other stuff that you're going to use more often, such as a ball head. Go ahead and incorporate it when I need it, use my telephoto lenses, and then go ahead and take it off when I'm using smaller lenses and doing portraiture and stuff. Let's go ahead and spin this around so you can see it a little bit. I loosen the panning base here on the BH1 ball head. We got the GT1 portion is this, using the heavy-duty mechanism off of the GK Katana full-size gimbal. It's got an ARCA-compatible clamp, the C60. You're going to need an ARCA-compatible plate, such as our PX6. We have a shorter PX4 and a larger PX8. ARCA-compatible plate that's going to go onto your camera, or excuse me, on your lens foot. Some lenses out there now are starting to incorporate an ARCA plate onto those, which it would be compatible with. So you're just going to go ahead and slide that in, balance it properly like I have here. Now I'm able to loosen up my tilt knob there. Because it's balanced, I'm able to shoot in any position I'd like. It takes all the weight of the lens, allows me to shoot a little bit slower, but ultimately it just allows me to not have to crush my shoulders holding this monster lens all day. Less vibration, more opportunity for keeper shots. And this is made out of aircraft grade aluminum right here in the United States in our shop just outside of Chicago, Illinois. The GT1 Tomahawk. Next, I want to go ahead and show you the GKJr and then the GK. Next, I've got up the ultimate setup, the GKJr. Now this, in my opinion, is an awesome setup. It's also one of the most popular items here at ProMediaGear. The GKJr is a gimbal that we've milled out a lot of the weight, still keeping the strength and stability of the aircraft grade aluminum. Added an ARCA-compatible locking mechanism, adjustable cradle, ball bearing for the tilt, ball bearing for the pan. As you can see, with this 500 f4.5 Canon, it is buttery smooth and lightweight at just under 2.4 pounds. I can easily support a large lens like this, take it into the field, and shoot amazing wildlife shots or anything that I'd like to shoot while using a telephoto or a zoom lens. Something like this is super practical and is great for any lens that has a lens foot. We also manufacture an accessory that I'll show you in a little bit that's going to allow you to use a gimbal with a lens without a foot. Stay tuned for that. But this is the GKJr Katana Junior Gimbal by ProMediaGear. Go ahead and loosen this a little bit. Just kind of show you what it's doing. It's buttery smooth. Shooting. This is our most popular gimbal that we manufacture at ProMediaGear. It could be yours today by contacting your local dealer or checking it out at ProMediaGear.com. For more information, reach out with an email or phone call. Take a look at it today. You won't be disappointed.